Stoners. Welcome to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a wonderful show lined up for you today. I am pairing a Romeo and Juliet Reserva Real Robusto with Tullabardine 12-year-old single malt scotch. I think it's going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, RYJ is probably one of the most well-known cigar brands. It was founded in 1875 in Cuba. Operations were moved to the Dominican Republic in response to the U.S. embargo back in the early 1960s, and they have been going strong ever since. This particular Vitola is a Robusto, 5.5 by 50 on the ring gauge. The filler is Dominican and Nicaraguan. The binder is Nicaraguan, and the wrapper is a beautiful, beautiful Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut shade. Now, visually, the stick is nearly flawless. It's got some minimal veining. It has tight and almost invisible seams, and it has a triple cap. Now on the nose, I get some hints of spice, a little bit of sweetness, some cedar and nuttiness, and just a hint of maybe like a barnyard. It's got a wonderful, wonderful aroma to it. I want to give it a cut. I am using my Cigarism hollow cut cutter. If you have seen my little commercial on this, it is a really, really great cutter. I love it. And it does exactly what I want it to do. A great cut. Go see the folks over at Cigarism_accessory. You can find them on Instagram under that name. You can also find their Amazon store on Amazon under that name. They have everything you could possibly want for the cigar or a pipe smoker. Now, on the cold draw, I get kind of a creaminess right off the bat. Maybe something along the lines of toasted sesame seeds, a little more nuttiness, and maybe just kind of a raisiny kind of sweetness. It's got a very simple yet very pleasing cold draw. Now, Tullabardine. Many have probably not heard of Tullabardine, but their history it's a location, and it goes back to the 15th century, 1488 or so. They were brewing beer at this site, and the King of England, King James IV, stopped by the brewery to get some beer on the way to his coronation, because who doesn't want a great beer when they're being coronated, right? I mean, that's what I do. I stop for a quick roadie, you know. But he was so impressed with the beer that they brewed at this location that he gave them a royal charter to brew beer. And this happened in about 1503. And they brewed beer at the location pretty much after that until 1947. In 1947, William Delma Evans, that is a hyphenated name, converted the brewery into a distillery and began producing scotch, and the rest is history. This 12-year-old expression is their signature for the U.S. It's aged 12 years in first fill ex-bourbon casks, and it is a 100% Marley mash bill. Hang on. Oh, love that sound. It has a 40% alcohol by volume, so it's 80 proof. we're going to go ahead and glass some up here. I am running this live on Rumble as well, so those of you that happen to be tuning in on Rumble, you're getting the enjoyment of seeing me ready to get in the pool once this is over with. And you're also getting to see this wonderful scotch. This is probably one of the, if not the, lightest color scotches I think I've ever seen. It is a light golden color. I mean, almost the color of like a wheat field that's ready for harvest. It's just beautiful in the glass. It's got pretty good legs. I think it may be a little thinner than some of the other scotches that I have paired on here, but it still has a nice set of legs on it. The nose, there is absolutely no hint of alcohol in this to my nose. There is no alcohol burn at all. It is very delicate and it's balanced. I pick up some floral notes, some creamy vanilla, and just a nice gentle sweetness. Now on the palate, that is just as soft and delicate on the palate as it is on the nose, almost. There is a little bit of alcohol burn on the taste, but it's not. It's very light and it's not overpowering. It really allows you to concentrate on the flavors, and I'm picking up some like creamy notes of toffee, maybe some shortbread cookies, what the British would call biscuits. Biscuits. And I'm like, no, it's not biscuits. Biscuits go with gravy on them. They're not sweet. But anyway, then there's also some hints of like a citrus fruit, maybe even a freshly baked lemon meringue pie. That kind of hits the spot right there. That is really good. The finish is kind of a conglomerate of creamy, barley, sugary flavors that that gently play on your tongue. And the finish it's medium to short. There's not a lot of finish to it. It does kind of fade away gradually, but since it is so light, it's nowhere near overpowering. It is that's a wonderful scotch. For one that, like before I bought the bottle, I'd never heard of them. I was just wandering the aisles at Specs, I think, and came upon it. All right, let's light our stick up. 2 or 3 inches away. Bring the heat in just a little, so it starts kissing the end of it. All right, roast it up really nice. Don't want to do too much. Don't want to burn it. Perfect. Rocky Patel Envoy 5 torch. That is a butane sipper, and it stays filled for a long time. And you would think with a 5 torch it'd burn through it, but it doesn't. And it works wonderfully for me on lighting my cigars. A good volume of smoke coming off this stick. I don't think I mentioned in my visual that this is kind of an oily and toothy wrapper. I'm expecting a lot of little bursts of flavor all through it. I'm getting kind of a light sandalwood and some cedar. There's also, again, there's a little nuttiness to it. I'm sorry if there's a lot of music going on in the background. That's actually the bar and grill next door. I didn't even worry about turning on any music because I can hear theirs. And they're not as good as picking music as I am. I'm an expert. I'm also getting some cocoa and a little bit of honey. I will notice that right off the bat, it's not just a straight line burn. It's pretty wavy. We'll keep an eye on it as we go along. But let's try them together. Oh yeah, those are really, really mixing together well. Neither one is very strong, not overpowering, so they just kind of meld together very gently. The toffee and the shortbread sweetness from the Scotch is mixing very well with the cocoa and the honey off the stick. It's making for a very good plethora of flavors. I don't know, plethora may not be the word, but anyway, they're good. I am going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give you an update. Hey Stoners, I am back. Here at the half, things are rolling along nicely. Not much change. The sweetness off of both of these offerings are kind of what's tying it together. I'm going to go ahead and push ahead and burn this down to the band, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey Stoners, I am back. We are now down to the band, and my glass is empty. This stick was a model of consistency, which was good and bad. Not really bad, but you know. It shows the quality that's in the stick, that they can keep that profile rock solid all the way through it. But there weren't really any surprises that came out. You know, usually you light a stick and it's giving you some things in the light, and by the time you get to the halfway mark, you're like, hey, it's brought in this and this. No, this stayed very consistent, very even. It did bring in some cashews and kind of a hint of spice toward the end. And I think this would be a really good stick. I believe I said this on a live yesterday that I was smoking a Tobacco Special, and I'm like, this would be a great stick for a beginner. This would be a great stick for a beginner. The Romeo, a Juliet, Reserva Real. It's got a very mild wrapper. It's very mild tobaccos in it. It'd be a great starter cigar. Be perfectly fine. And it's a great cigar for the more experienced folks. You know, Romeo and Juliet put out a lot of really great sticks. But I would give this stick, I would give it 90 matchsticks out of 100. You know, like I said, it wasn't any real surprises to it. It didn't just blow me away. It was a really solid stick. Very good. So, the Tullabardine, it's really good. I don't know that it's quite up there with, you know, the Glenfiddich's and Glenmorangies and those, but it's pretty close. And it's a 12-year-old. I would give the Spirit an 89 Whiskey Stones. It had a lot of really great flavors on the palate. You know, you had toffee and cookies and a little citrus and some lemon meringue pie. I mean, that makes for a great afternoon. You know, so I would give it an 89 Whiskey Stones out of 100, and I would recommend that you try both of these, either individually or together. They were a really good match together. The stick didn't just blow me away, but it blended very, very well with the Tullabardine, and I think that would make for an excellent hour or so of your afternoon giving these a try. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Be sure to hit, like, subscribe, share, notify, all that kind of stuff, so you can keep up when I drop new content, and you can spread it around to your friends. Please share the videos, share the podcast, share the links, hit that share on Facebook, all that kind of stuff, because that's what keeps me growing. And I am enjoying doing this, and I hope you are enjoying hearing my commentary. Speaking of commentary, please leave me comments, give me suggestions, tell me what you think about the show. Send me a direct message. I love hearing from you. Be sure to tell all your friends that there's this crazy guy doing this podcast. He's mixing whiskey and rum and tequila and all these different things with cigars, and it's really entertaining. You can find me on Instagram, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Facebook, Getter, True Social, pretty much everywhere. You just have to look for Sticks-n-Stonez. Spelled, the last S is a Z, and you will find me. But until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.